to the InfoWars Nightly News. It is Thursday, November 7th, 2013, and I'm Leanne McAdoo. Here is a look at what's coming up tonight.
Tonight.
Obamacare by morning, over 6 people served.
Country stars spoof Obamacare. And a world-famous artist showcases anti-NWO art. That's next on the InfoWars Nightly News.
I've got every right to destroy the image of the so-called emperor, and I'll do it anytime I please.
Why is it spinning?
Oh, it does that.
Okay. Why is it smoking?
I don't, maybe we should restart it. Obamacare by morning. Why is this taking so long?
That was Carrie Underwood and Brad Paisley at last night's Country Music Awards. The two were on a rant about the faulty Obamacare website because Paisley injured himself twerking. But judging by the way those two were making fun of Obamacare, I guess they weren't paid off by the Affordable Care Act's PR team, because the rest of Hollywood has been targeted to include Obamacare in its plotline. The California Endowment is a private foundation spending millions to promote Obamacare. They recently provided a $500,000 grant to ensure TV writers and producers can stitch the Affordable Care Act into plot lines watched by millions. The center that received the grant said, "We know from research that when people watch entertainment television, if they know it's fiction, they still tend to believe that that stuff is actually factual. People learn from these shows." Well, it may be a little too late to use entertainment pop culture to fix this political glitch, but maybe that's why Obama has been on the road on the Obamacare defense team. He was here in Dallas yesterday.
One of the things that sometimes gets me a little frustrated, although I understand it because I'm in politics, is folks who are complaining about how the website's not working. The first month I've not been happy with it. You've all heard about the website woes. Nothing drives me more crazy than the fact that right now there's great insurance to be had out there, choice and competition, where people can save money for a better product, except too many folks haven't been able to get through the website. Now, this is like having a really good product in a store and the cash registers don't work and there aren't enough parking spots and nobody can get through the door. And so we are working overtime to get this fixed.
Well, when people begin to receive the level of care that they're going to experience under the Affordable Care Act, Obama might just need to hit the propaganda trail once again. Now, we already know that doctors and a lot of hospitals are refusing to see Obamacare patients. But for those that do get to see a doctor, their visits may be even more efficient thanks to human health services. Take an extended family member of Alex Jones who was mistakenly prescribed pre-diabetic medication without a confirming test. This was all because the 90-year-old woman's blood tests were off since she'd eaten the morning of her blood draw. She told the doctors this and the lab technicians, but due to the health service computers, she was given the prescription based on the computer-generated protocol. Now, the move toward greater efficiency in healthcare delivery in a mandated system means that people are going to get seen less often, they'll be seen for a shorter period of time, and they're often given medication rather than physical therapy or psychological or behavior modification through teaching better diet and behavior. So welcome to socialized healthcare, but don't take my word for it.
One of the traditional methods of imposing statism or socialism on a people has been by way of medicine. It's very easy to disguise a medical program as a humanitarian project. Most people are a little reluctant to oppose anything that suggests medical care for people who possibly can't afford it. James Madison in 1788, speaking to the Virginia Convention, said, "Since the general civilization of mankind, I believe there are more instances of the abridgment of the freedom of the people by gradual and silent encroachment of those in power than by violent and sudden usurpations." The doctor begins to lose freedoms. It's like telling a lie, and one leads to another. First, you decide that the doctor can have so many patients. They're equally divided among the various doctors by the government. But then the doctors aren't equally divided geographically. So a doctor decides he wants to practice in one town, and the government has to say to him, you can't live in that town. They already have enough doctors. You have to go someplace else. And from here, it's only a short step to dictating where he will go. This is a freedom that I wonder whether any of us have the right to take from any human being. Take it into your own occupation or that of your husband. All of us can see what happens once you establish the precedent that the government can determine a man's working place and his working methods, determine his employment. From here, it's a short step to all the rest of socialism, to determining his pay. And pretty soon, your son won't decide when he's in school where he will go or what he will do for a living. He will wait for the government to tell him where he will go to work and what he will do.
Are we choosing our own destiny, or has it been pre-selected for us?
As we've moved through history, every great leader has had to understand the potential of information.
Billions of dollars have been spent, privately and publicly, looking at how to tap into your psyche.
From compulsory state education to the Hollywood media brainwashing machine, we are kept in perpetual bondage to the ideas that shape our actions.
When somebody obscures that feedback loop between you observing and testing it out and verifying it, they can take total control of your awareness.
All of this is happening so fast, you need to be ahead of the game.
How to engineer the opinion of the American people so that they would not only endorse but demand a war.
Oh, there's another one. Another plane just hit.
State of Mind, because there's a war on for your mind. Get your copy of State of Mind, the movie, at Infowars.com. And remember, every order at InfoWarsStore.com receives a free citizen rulebook.
Welcome back. An Arkansas cop tasered a woman for refusing to show him her breasts. Ashley Bennett alleges that a uniformed officer, Brandon Carter, strutted into her place of work in 2011 and ordered that she give him a sneak peek of her bosom. When she declined, he reportedly then chased her around the building before zapping her repeatedly with his electroshock gun. You know what, buddy? There are facilities for creeps like you, and you don't even have to whip out your taser. You just got to pay a cover. But here, we can't even trust these cops to use their tasers or their guns properly. Now we want to arm the TSA, who has absolutely no training, and then disarm all Americans.
I'm Gigi Arnetta. Welcome to Tyranny Watch. Well, as the noose tightens on gun laws, gun manufacturers are packing up and moving out. In New York in particular, the SAFE Act has caused several gun companies to want to just pull up roots and relocate. American Tactical Imports announced it would be leaving New York and investing in a new facility in South Carolina. Carr Arms is relocating to Pennsylvania, and Remington is scouting Tennessee as a possible home. In Colorado, Magpul put up a substantial fight, taking the Second Amendment battle to the Senate, but it looks like they may have to relocate. Magpul made the announcement in February in response to new gun restrictions in the state. Connecticut-based Colt Manufacturing, which manufactures AR-15 style rifles and various firearms, decided earlier this year to announce its relocation to Texas. And following in their footsteps, PTR plans to abandon Connecticut for the same reasons. In California, the LAPD doesn't have enough crime to fight, so they're requiring ammo sellers to provide electronic statements of their sales, because of course rifling through paper is just too much trouble. Talk about Big Brother. They say it'll be more convenient for them because the way we do it now is we have to go out and manually look at the logs, and it's a nightmare. City Attorney Mike Feuer, in a report to the committee, noted there's a chance the city could be sued over the program, with the legal argument being that the city is preempted from enacting a measure that is now governed by state law. You think? He never asked about the people's Second Amendment rights. No, just simply, will we get caught and get sued? I'm Gigi Arnetta for Tyranny Watch on the InfoWars Nightly News.
And And that's in addition to them tracking the ammo sales. They're tracking any ammunition that you buy online. The U.S. Post Office has to make a note of any ammunitions that they deliver to your house. They're also shutting down the last lead smelters that are operating in the U.S. of A. So if you got them, hang on to them because your bullets are going to be worth their weight in gold. Now stick around because up next we have an interview with world-renowned artist Anthony Freda. And then stay with us after that interview because Alex Jones has a very special message for all of you active filmmakers who are looking to make an extra 10 grand fighting tyranny.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. And the InfoWars army is standing strong. Wake up your family, friends, and neighbors and break the matrix at InfoWarsStore.com. Learn the truth and spread the message of liberty with the world's most comprehensive collection of books and documentary films. Maintain a healthy metabolism and energize your body to perform at peak health with Survival Shield Nascent Iodine. Protect your family and be prepared with survival foods and emergency preparedness kits. And now you can drink safe water with your own ProPure water filtration system, which removes fluoride and other harmful chemicals from your family's water supply. Save 10% with the promo code WATER. So join the revolution. InfoWarsStore.com.